What's going on, everyone? Hope you're having a fantastic day. In last week's video, we watched all of the openings to Naruto, and many of you suggested that we go ahead and watch the Naruto Shippuden openings. So in today's video, we're going to be doing exactly that. We've got 20 openings in total to watch today. It sounds like between Naruto, Naruto Shippuden, and Boruto seems to be the one that the most people dislike. So let me know down in the comments which you prefer between the original Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. As another reminder, everything I'm posting on Patreon for the rest of 2023 is completely free to watch. Brand new episodes of Vinland Saga as well as Sword Art Online are available to watch now for absolutely free. Go ahead and check it out if you're interested. The link will be down in the description. Continue to keep giving me your awesome anime recommendations down in the comments below. And having said all of that, let's go ahead and hop in to our Naruto Shippuden openings. All right, we're strapping in for 20 openings here. Let's go ahead and without further ado, check out first Naruto Shippuden opening. Here we go. Ooh, I like that. I like those like little bongo drums. This reminds me of like an 80s music video. So I also think it's my understanding that they're older in this, right? Like Naruto Shippuden takes place after the original Naruto. Am I correct in that? Because the main character definitely looks older. Ooh. The animation definitely just changed a ton. I like the song a lot. Ooh, okay. I like that. I don't know why that voice came in. It just it felt like the background voice in one of those songs where it's the person who's not actually there to sing, but he's just kind of there to rap over everything, you know? Is this guy in the other Naruto? He doesn't look as familiar as some of the other characters. Ooh, what are they wearing? Interesting. Dude, this is super catchy. I like this first song a lot. 3, 2, 1. Oh no, not the ads. We're watching a playlist with ads. 3, 2, 1. I feel like I've heard this before. Dude, that first one was awesome. All right, first opening started really strong. It feels like the characters have aged up a little bit. At least I'm pretty sure from the comments a lot of people left on last week's Naruto video. I feel like I remember or recall people saying that this is actually the older version of the Naruto characters. A very, very solid first opening. I was jamming to that first song. Fantastic first one. Loving it so far. We are officially 1 of 20 in. Let's go ahead and without further ado, do opening number 2. This one's called Distance. Okay. A little bit of a faster beat on this one. Gotta say, I kind of am preferring the song for the first one so far, but let's keep going. I've never even seen Naruto or Naruto Shippuden, but the first opening kind of just had that like OG vibe to it, even though I've never even seen it. Huh. The animation in this one is definitely interesting. Ooh. Now see, that's something I don't think I saw in any of the Naruto openings, was that guy like drew something on the scroll and then it came to life. That was pretty interesting. What was that? This guy's shape-shifting from a snake? Now, who is this? I don't know if that other person was someone we knew or not. I'm also curious how many years exactly this takes place after the original Naruto. I enjoyed the second opening a lot as well. I think of the two I've watched so far, I still prefer the first. The second one felt a little bit like offbeat in kind of a funky way, but I definitely didn't dislike it. But amongst the first two, I definitely would prefer the first one. But it's cool to continue to see sort of the main character in a different light than I saw in last week's openings. It feels like he's a little bit more mature, I guess, is a little bit of what I'm getting after seeing only 2 of these openings so far. So we've got opening number 3 up next. This is called Blue Bird. And there's a blue bird right there. Love the song so far. Ooh, he had like a little semicolon in his eye. What was that? All right, I like this vibe a lot. This one is rivaling the first one for me so far musically. This man is skydiving. Interesting. It seems to be like there's a little bit of yin and yang stuff going on. Like the character we saw, Naruto, I think that's his name. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. That we saw Naruto with at the end of the last opening. We saw him there kind of doing that little floating yin yang imagery there a second ago. I remember reading one of your comments as well about the headbands that I was asking about last week. Ooh, I think those are a couple new characters. This guy looks pretty cool. Huh. See, this is the thing that I think we kept seeing in the other Naruto openings, if I'm not mistaken. Like these faces carved into the cliff. At least I'm pretty sure we saw those in a couple of the Naruto openings. There's those fancy gis they're wearing again. Ooh, I like that imagery. The blue bird. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good. Opening 3 for me probably falls closely behind opening 1 in terms of what I've enjoyed so far the most. The one question I was thinking about during that opening as well, in regards to Naruto versus Naruto Shippuden, is exactly how many years have passed. If I had to guess, I'd say like 5-ish based on the way the characters look. But honestly, could be less, could be more. But anyways, I enjoyed opening 3. Let's move on to opening 4. It's called Closer for this one. Let's do it. Okay. I'm liking it so far. This is the person I keep reference. Oh, no, wait. Maybe that was a different person. All right. I like that beat drop. Sounds good. Hey, I just realized we're full screen now. The last 3 weren't full screen, I don't think. Did he have the little marks on his face in the original Naruto openings? For some reason, I feel like he didn't. Is that ghost that just disappeared behind him? Is that someone who's passed away? Or I'm not sure what that was symbolizing, but anyways, let's keep going. Oh, they're all kind of matching. I like the camera work in this opening. It's probably the best of any of the 4 so far. Feels like we're kind of there with the characters. Oi, there's the Naruto run. Let's go. I feel like at this point they knew it was a meme and they're just like, we're going to lean into this for the last like 10 seconds of our opening number 4. Another fantastic opening. Loved that one. Probably just as much as opening 3. I'd put it on pretty much the same level. The camera work in that one was really nice. There was a few fighting scenes toward the middle of it where we were kind of like circling around the 2 characters. It felt like we were in the midst of the fight with them. And again, overall, I'm continuing to enjoy these openings, loving them so far. We are officially, I think, 20% of the way through. Let's go ahead and start opening 5 up next. We've got, this one is called Hotaru no Hikari. I think I pronounced that correctly, hopefully. Okay. Song is definitely more of a slower vibe, which I don't mind. That background feels a little bit more pink than I remember it being. I like that guy. I want to know more about his story. He was in the original Naruto openings too. The one with only one eye showing. I don't know if I noted it or not, but I think it was the first opening we actually saw his other eye and it was red. I wonder what the significance of that is. These people with the... Oh, it's the eyes! Wait, these were from the original Naruto openings too. I think these eyes were in at least 2 of those openings, and they must somehow be associated with these people wearing the color-coordinated gis. I don't even know if that's the right term for them, but I keep calling them that. I do like the music. Okay, I like this kind of montage with the, not shadows, but like the outlines of them. Oh. Okay. Okay, I like that one a lot too. There was that other opening we saw, I think it was maybe 3, where I think I pointed out that there was a semicolon, or what looked like a semicolon in someone's eye. And I think we just saw a second ago who that actually was. So a little bit of an insight in that regard as well. I would probably rank that one somewhere middle of the pack, middle tier for me in terms of everything I've seen so far. But nonetheless, a great opening. Opening 6 is up next. This one is called Sign. And judging from the opening still image, it looks like there might be somewhat of like a throwback segment in this opening. Let's go ahead and hop into it. Almost like we're looking at film or something. I love the song so far. Yep, okay, a little bit of a, almost looks like a photograph or a video reel, if you will. Ooh, okay. There's those eyes I was talking about. I think we talked about this in the Naruto openings. I want to say I read a comment from one of you about how there's like factions in this show. And I think that was more evidence of that right there at the beginning of this opening. I love the way those red eyes look. Oh, did you see that guy's face? There's like nothing there. What was going on with that? Uh-oh. That guy. I guess he does have one eye. This is a very artsy opening. What was that a heel click? What did he just do? His heels like hit each other in the rain right when he jumped. What in the heck are these animals? They're fighting on top of them. Are they controlling them? This song goes hard. This is maybe the best song so far. I don't know. That first opening is going to be hard to beat in terms of music. But this comes close for me. That was the end? Man, I was hoping that one would kind of go on for another 20 seconds. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and say that was my favorite music in any opening so far. Maybe I'll put it on par with the first opening, since I feel like the first one strikes me as somewhat like the original hard to beat song. But opening 6, definitely a strong one. One of my favorites so far. Actually, I will go ahead and say that was my favorite opening so far. Opening 7 is up next. Opening 7, the title for this one is called Tumai Data Sekai. I probably butchered the name of this one, but we'll go ahead and hop into it nonetheless. Okay, who do we got here? Long blonde hair, whoever this person is who's writing. Wait, was Naruto the one writing that the whole time? What are these interesting marks on his face? I don't think... Oh. Wait, those are... Wait! Is this the person whose eyes we've been seeing the whole time? Every time I'm seeing those purple eyes on the screen, is it this dude? Also, like, what's going on with the nose and the ears and... I don't know, there's a lot going on here. What in the world is on their faces? That must be one of the factions. They seem like an evil faction. Just based off their appearance. Okay, here's more of those animals I think we saw fighting in the last opening. So much going on in this one. Just turned into a bird? We're getting a lot of time in this opening with this evil looking faction. This feels like a moment of confrontation is going on in this show. That was maybe something that was coming for a long time. There was so much going on in that one. The weird faction that had the little dots on their faces, they look really cool. I'll give them that. The other thing at one point I saw was like someone pulled the spirit out of someone else or something like that. The large animals are still around fighting each other. It feels like whatever is going on in Shippuden at this point in the openings, as it relates to this moment in time within the show, feels like they were building up to a confrontation between this faction and the main Naruto faction. And they're like finally meeting at this point in the show. So maybe a big point within the Shippuden show itself. But anyways, we've got opening 8 coming up next. This one is called Diver. So let's go ahead and start it, see what it's about. Diving straight into the water, very on point. He's got his headband in his hand. Another thought that just occurred to me about just Naruto in general is how do they get these abilities or powers? Like, where do they originate from? Or are they just, like, imbued with them when they're born? And is that different in Shippuden than the original in any way? Who's this? Oh. Is he drowning? They're like holding him up. Very symbolic. Again, totally spitballing here. Feel free to call me out in the comments if this is way off. But it might feel like at some point, at this point in the show, maybe something negative or impactful has happened to him that has required his friends to uplift him in some way. Perhaps that's the symbolism there. And maybe whoever this is met an untimely demise. Look at those eyes. Okay. I'll say the music in that one was pretty strong, but what really drew me in was the storytelling. Felt like a lot of symbolism going on with the drowning, something probably negative at this point in the show. And then by the end of the opening, we see him kind of being uplifted out of the ocean by apparently those who he's friends with, or maybe his loved ones anyways. So great opening. We've got opening number 9 coming up next. And this one is titled Lovers. I feel like I've heard this song before. This one sounds somewhat familiar. Wait, that's the same person that was just drowning in the last opening. Ooh, catchy song though. I think that second faction, the one right before this faction, I feel like we see a lot of them. And they feel like they might be allies of our main set of characters. At least that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. These guys, however, I don't know much about this group. Or this group for that matter. Okay, there's the bad guy faction. Look at that weird eye in there. Ugh, what are those things? Got some cool hair. This song is catchy. I feel like we're seeing more and more and more of these two, again, sort of this yin and yang thing going on where they are connected in some way or another, whether it's relationally or just like light and dark, or in some sense the power they hold. Ooh. I guess I'll focus my reflection for that opening mainly on the concept of the factions, or what I'm at least calling factions after seeing the openings. I want to know more about how that works after seeing both the Naruto and the Shippuden openings. Like, do they ever ally with each other? Is there kind of one main bad faction and everyone else is sort of, you know, morally gray? Or I wonder how that functions. And do they ever team up with other factions? So, loved opening 9. It would probably be one of the more musically strong ones, I would say. And now we've got, opening 10, which is called New Song. We'll go ahead and check this one out. Okay, there's the faces in the cliff again. Ooh, that's kind of new, seeing it in the rock formation. Is this man running on water? Since when can he do that? Oh, maybe I lied. He's swimming now. This dude, I was about to say that guy looked cool. What is happening in this opening? This one feels more goofy than a lot of the other ones. Like hyper-realistic body movement in this one. Okay, can he duplicate himself? Man, I want to know more about that character with the little, like, eye hole thing. Wait, what? Was that him in some way? Or was that, like, dark side him? Wait, my interest is piqued after seeing him with red eyes. What does that mean? I don't understand when they can and can't fly like this. But it looks freaking cool. Oh! Wait, is that what this is from? I feel like I've seen a meme of that somewhere. And now they're dancing. What's happening? This opening feels all over the place. Holy moly. That opening was just, I don't know what to think about that one. I wouldn't say that was one of my favorites so far, just because it felt very all over the place and like it lacked a little bit of focus, but definitely got a sense of more of a cartoonish vibe. And I know all of it is animated, but what I mean by that is it felt a little bit silly in parts of that opening. So I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan of that last one, but anyways, we have officially hit the halfway mark for today's Shippuden openings, and next up is opening 11, Tatsugeki Rock, I think is this one. So let's go ahead and start it. Okay. Hey, yeah, this. Man, there's that that rock formation with the 5 faces. I want to know more about that. What does it mean? He looks different in this opening than he did in some of the other earlier Shippuden openings. Seen that person before. The the snake eyes or whatever you're gonna call them. I like to lovingly refer to this faction as the undead faction because, man, they look creepy as heck. Ooh. We've seen this character before. This feels like a montage song at the end of a 2000s action movie. Hey, this. They're all Naruto running. What is... Interesting. I feel like the studio who animated the last two openings, and maybe this is totally incorrect, way off. I feel like the studio either deliberately changed the way they were doing these Shippuden openings, or this is a different studio animating. Because this one and the previous one felt a lot more silly than a lot of the other openings we've seen so far. Maybe that's just kind of the vibe of what this point in Shippuden is. But anyways, opening number 12, we've got Moshimo, I think is how you pronounce this one. So let's go ahead and we'll hop into it. See, like, this is more akin to some of the earlier ones. It feels like it has a serious tone to it. I hate to always point out least favorite openings, but if I was going to for these openings so far, it'd probably be 10 and 11. This is 12, right? Yeah, this is 12. I really want to watch an episode or two of this just to kind of get a vibe for what the fight scenes are like. Ooh, maybe we get some flash. Ooh. Whoa, now look at this. Is this like the Naruto version of the Statue of Liberty? Like, what's going on here? Dang, y'all, this might rival like one of my longest videos I've ever posted here on the channel. Ooh, can he turn into fire? What's going on? I want to know more about that character. I want the red eyes. Well, that person had a different symbol on their headband. Wait, so is this fire person? Is this Naruto? And since when does he possess that ability? But he looks freaking cool, I can tell you that. Okay, I think the most obvious part with this opening is that Naruto turned into a flaming like ball of fire practically. Not sure if he obtained that ability at this point in Shippuden or exactly what's going on there, but definitely sparked my interest and my favorite part of opening 12 personally. Wouldn't say I'm like super high on that one musically, but still enjoyed it. We've got opening 13 up next. And the title for opening 13, oh man, I'm going to really try hard not to butcher this. Niwaka Ame Nimo Makazu. Again, apologies for the butchery of that word, so, or of that title. So here we go. Opening number 13. This feels like a rendition of a song we've already heard in one of the previous openings for some reason. There's that eye again. How's this? Ooh. What is happening? He's being almost like consumed by those things. Oh. What in the world was that blue guy? Man, I hope they show him again. I want to see another look at what he looked like. Has Naruto like ascended into a different dimension? Feels like he has so many more abilities in this opening and the last opening that he recently learned. There's clearly somewhat of like a animal theme going on in this show too, where people like maybe have them as pets or can change into them. So is this him with these 9s on his shoulders? I'm getting so deep into these openings that I feel like I just blinked and opening 13 was over. That one felt like it went particularly fast for some reason. I would say it's a pretty middle of the road opening for me personally on 13. So let's go ahead and we'll just keep rolling with it. We've got opening 14, Suki no Ukisa? Man, you guys, you gotta help me out in the comments of this video. I'm butchering these names, I'm sure. So anyways, let's start with opening 14. Here we go. Ooh. The red and white and black gives me a little bit of like, did anyone ever watch Samurai Jack? That's the immediate vibe I kind of got. As we get closer to the end of the Shippuden openings, I'm curious like what it is about Boruto, because I'm considering watching those openings too. I'm curious what it is about that show that makes people not like it compared to the original and Shippuden. So, okay, they're showing him like in this fireball form in almost every opening now. This feels like something that's probably pretty common to see in episodes of the show, more than likely. And now, is that person with no face the same no-face person we've been seeing this whole time? Ooh, oh, he took his thing off. Wait, I'm pretty sure that's the guy who's been covering his eye the whole time. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. This person right here, this is Naruto, isn't it? I'm not like completely crazy that this is not someone different, right? I feel like it's the same person. It has to be. Maybe it's because we're getting more toward the end of today's Shippuden openings video and I'm getting opening fatigue. But I don't feel like any of the recent ones have grabbed me and captivated me like a lot of the first few openings did. Like, I think it was 1 and 5 and maybe even a few after 5 as well, where I was like, dang, those were great. I'm hoping to get a little bit more of that sense from our last 5 or 6 openings today. So anyways, let's go ahead and we'll jump into opening 15. This one is called Gurin, or Gurin. Gurin, probably how to pronounce it. So anyways, here's opening 15. And maybe that also leads to the question too, like, ooh, I like that. How is Shippuden as a show in terms of the beginning of it versus the end of it? Like, I know people regard it more highly than Boruto, but is the end of Shippuden as equally as good as the beginning? Is the beginning better than the end? Is the end better than the beginning? I feel like this girl's always crying. I feel like every time I see her, she's been crying. Not a massive fan of the song, I will say. I like the visuals a lot more than the song in this one. Okay, here's the yin yang guy with Naruto. Wish I knew his name. Here's that animal thing I was talking about again. It feels like animals have a pretty heavy emphasis in this show. Look at that person's eye. Look, he's in ethereal form. Wait, whoa, look at this. What in the world? Huh, so this is definitely Naruto, and he's in this, like, sun ethereal form. I don't even know what to call that. I think from here on out, I'm probably just going to let the openings run, like 16 through 19, and then maybe we'll do a really brief pause before 20. And I'll kind of just give my thoughts as we're going for these next few. So I will say that last one, opening 15, I enjoyed the visuals a lot. The song I wasn't crazy about, so that would probably be another mid-tier one for me personally. But you're officially 75% of the way through of the Shippuden openings. This has been such a great recommendation, by the way, for those of you who left the comment on last week's video. Thank you again for doing that. Let's go ahead and just let these next 4 openings run back to back to back to back. And then we'll do a brief pause before the last opening. So here we go. Openings 16 through 19. Let's do it. Ooh, okay. Starting off with some close-ups of characters. I like it. There's those faces in the cliff again. Maybe some flashback stuff too. I love the song. Digging this one. This is one of my favorites in a lot of the recent openings. Maybe the strongest openings so far of like the last 6 or 7 even. Look at that. Whoa. the moment I paused it, he kind of turned into this surprise mode. I just want to know like what this means for the show. Like how he's able to do this or have this ability or turn it. Huh, using some sketches there. Oh, cool. Wait, we got to like kind of see him grow up there. It was almost like a time lapse. I like that. The fighting in this show does look really cool, I will say. Kanabun. It's like a shadow monster riding a flaming fox. Who is this? This person? Wait, this is... I feel like we've seen this person in at least one of the other openings. I'm pretty sure. Nice, loved it. All right, let's just keep rolling with it. Opening 17. K's? This one sounds super familiar too. Okay, I'm digging the vibe of this one. Also, I should have asked, like, what's everyone else's Naruto Shippuden, your favorite Shippuden opening? For me, I mean, I've seen so many at this point in the past 20 to 25 minutes that I think it was opening 5 that I really liked, and also opening 1. What's the significance of the eyes that look like that? Ooh, I like this one. It's a little artsy. Huh. This man can just turn into like 100 of himself. What's this thing he does? Ooh, okay. The song is catchy. Okay, this is that animal I keep pointing out that we've seen a few times here. Also, is this someone we're familiar with? Not sure. Doing this thing. What is this? What does this mean? I want to know. Pretty good opening. I like that one a lot, actually. Probably like top 5 or 6 I've seen the whole video so far. This one is opening 18. I believe it's called Line. Okay, kind of slowed down. Another flashback segment. Oh, this is fun. Okay, so I don't know how it took me this long to notice, but in Naruto, he's wearing blue, and in Shippuden, he's wearing black. I guess I'm just now actually noticing that for the first time, which is kind of crazy. Oh, we get to see each of them grow up. That's so cool. I love that. That helps provide a little bit of context, too, for someone who's never seen the show like me. Dude, this one is sick. I like this. Ah. Wait, so is that guy in front being controlled by her? Huh. Oh, it's like... What is this stone, also? I don't even think I've pointed this out yet in this opening. They're all clearly, like, seeking this. They're trying to grab it. They want it. What is the significance of the stone? Is that, like, kind of the in-game story of Naruto Shippuden? Is that this is the kind of final thing they're going to be seeking? You got it? Huh. Nice. I mean, that one was great. In a way, it was one of my favorites. Not Rocky or anything like this one is so far, but opening 18, also enjoyed that one a lot. Thought very highly of that one. I liked seeing the age time lapse. So this is like the second to last Shippuden opening. So wherever the show leaves off after opening 19, it's kind of where it left leading into the final arc, I would probably presume. How many episodes is Shippuden? That was another question I wanted to ask. Wait, that dude's covering his eye again. I haven't seen him cover his eye in like 6 or 7 openings, and now he's covering it. Oh, wait, I lied. He's not. Just has that little scar. Oh, he's going into flame mode. I can already see that that's going to be the comment I get the most on this video, is describing like what this flame mode actually is called. Ooh, wait, it looks a little different than it did before. And he's got these like black floating things around him now. I swear those were not there before, were they? I don't think I'm going crazy. I'm pretty sure these black things are new. Ooh. She seems like she could be the ultimate evil in Shippuden, perhaps? Super strong. Okay. 16 through 19, I feel like they kind of did pick back up for me. I felt like 10 through 15 were... I don't know. They weren't... None of them were bad, but they felt like a little bit more not as upbeat or exciting or intriguing for me personally. I really felt like 16 through 19 kind of like drew me back in a little bit. Especially I think it was 17, the one that had the time lapses of the different stages of life. Or maybe it was either 17 or 18. So we've had a ton of great openings today. We have reached the final opening number 20. 20 openings in one video. Can you believe it? This last one is called Kara no Kokoro. Hopefully did not butcher that as well. But anyways, the last opening for today's video. Let's go ahead and hop into it. Character also in Boruto. A little bit of English words in there. This is the person he's... Wait, is he even older at the end of it? And what happened to his hand? Oh! That picture at the end. Wait, let's take a look at that. That was so cool. Right here, look at this. It's like a throwback to the original Naruto as an homage at the end of the very last Shippuden opening. The last opening definitely wasn't what I was expecting it to be. I thought it was sort of going to be like a go out with a bang thing, but it feels more so like the major storylines of this show were resolved during the time period of the show when opening 19 was going on. And then opening 20 was more like, let's take a look back at like all these wonderful characters we've had on this journey. Naruto and Shippuden feel like incredibly long shows, especially when you put them together. So it is something that I would love to watch, but it is also something that I'm slightly hesitant to watch while I'm watching another one of the big three anime, if you will, in terms of One Piece, as I'm making my way through that show currently. But let me know down in the comments, should I watch Naruto in the near future? I'm thinking I would really like to. And if I do watch it, should I stop at the end of Naruto? Should I go all the way through Shippuden? And should I even go all the way through Boruto? Let me know as well. Thanks so much for watching this one today. As a reminder, everything being posted on my Patreon during the rest of 2023 is completely free to watch. And if you're interested in checking anything out, whether it is One Piece, Sword Art Online, Vinland Saga, or perhaps even Naruto or Shippuden in the future, those will be available over on my Patreon, for which the link can be found down in the description. Have a wonderful rest of your 2023. Happy New Year to each and every single one of you, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.